let's have a short meditation. And then we'll have some more short talk and time for questions. And this is the simplest meditation that one could ever think of. It will be guided, so no need for explanation. Just please make sure that you are sitting comfortably, which means a posture that you don't need to change every 2 minutes. Don't challenge yourself. Don't sit in a full lotus. Just sit comfortably. And close your eyes. And now for the next 10 minutes, we are going to be in a state in which we are not moving our body at all. Not even slightly. In this meditation, we are practicing being like mountains. We can even hold for a moment the image of a mountain, proud, tall, dignified, immovable. Of course, you will naturally have to breathe, swallow, but even this can be gentle and conscious. In this sitting, we use our body as a reminder of the unchanging part in us. That which is stable and immovable. your thought will, of course, immediately invent distractions such as the need to scratch, tingling sensations, discomfort. Realize that this is only thought, not the body. The body actually likes being in this immovable state. Realize that being a mountain is not a rigid state. Feel how you can be in it very softly. Effortlessly. Feel the contrast between the thoughts that still may run around and your own choice of this immovable position. Whatever thoughts are there, they are unable to affect this mountain. Realize that there's a mountain. You can also add inside you a sort of an inner smile of knowing. Like a soft Buddha smile. That whatever happens, there is this unchangeable, unaffected center in you. As much as possible, keep this inner position even now that you're going to open your eyes. So this is a form of meditation that simply makes use of the body to evoke this sense of spiritual and energetic presence. In this way, we bypass the thoughts, because you see, when we try to reach immovability in our mind, it is sometimes harder, because our mind takes more time to train and to bring back to its natural state. But our body bypasses all the thoughts by just being in this mountain-like state. We should always think whether that means that frogs, lizards, and crocodiles are already far more enlightened than us, because they do it very often. Whatever it is, we can remain in this state, and this is one of the easiest forms of meditation. You can sit like that for 1 hour, and it changes the entire rhythm of your being, and instills this inner position, inner posture in you. Now, what did I just do? We just talked about one form of meditation out of hundreds. The mountain meditation is something that it's a very brief version of it, because I am talking far too much this morning. Something I came up with. How? Most probably the way I did it is the way meditation techniques have been created throughout the ages. We have evidence of the existence of meditation as a posture, as a position, as a practice for almost 7,000 years. 7,000 years. So that means that meditation is quite ancient. The first evidence that we have is in India, where we have wall art paintings of people already sitting back then in the meditative posture with half closed eyes, obviously meditating. There it all started with the tradition of sitting in caves, or sending young students to forests where there were schools of meditation. That's we have this image behind me. What were meditations back then? We don't know what forms of what techniques exactly they used to have there. But we could imagine very easily the way they invented meditations. Meditation technique is simply something that is created accidentally. Someone finds himself or herself in a meditative state as a result of some kind of position, action they did, a thought they had in mind, a sort of certain movement they did, and then you can imagine that then either they are deeply relaxed or deeply immersed in a beautiful state, and people come to them and ask, "How did you do it? I also want to be in this state." And then think, "Oh, wait, how exactly did I do it?" And then they return to the specific thing that they did and make a sort of a metaphor out of it. Do you understand? It's like taking something and imitating it because it succeeded once or twice for someone. And then you make it into a system, into a structure. Another way is to simply think of the meditative state and think of it metaphorically. If there is, it's unchanging. Meditation is the discovery of the unchanging in us. Then why not create a physical metaphor of this unchanging? So let's not move for 1 hour. Let's be mountains. So this is basically how meditations come into being. Also, by the way, the yoga asanas and so on. It's just by people who discovered for themselves that doing something can lead to the state of meditation, and then they make it into a structure, a form, something that other people can repeat. Does this repetition work for everyone? Not at all. Not at all, because what worked for someone wouldn't necessarily work for others. That's why we have plenty of meditations. Still, this we can say is the first purpose of meditation. To imitate the meditative state, create a repeated structure in order to do the opposite, you see? Before at the beginning, people reached a state as a result of doing something. Now they say, okay, so now let's do this something, and this will lead us back to the state. But there are many other different purposes of meditation. And we can think of it, I could come up with dozens of purposes for meditation. When I say purposes, it doesn't mean benefits, you see. Benefits and purposes are two very different things. Purpose is where you want to, what meditation can do, why it has been created, what it can show you, what it can teach you. Benefits is what you can get as a result of this teaching, of achieving these goals. In the West, we focus very much on benefits, right? It's always what meditation can do to us, but we want to discuss purposes. Benefits are just byproducts. You get it as unintentionally. Yes, you sleep better, your brain changes, your concentration is far better, your decision making is clearer, your joy of life is accessible, but these are not purposes.